The one thing that I've kind of stopped doing is trying to read players' minds. You know, it's funny. You know,
good point.
You know what I mean? Like, we get on the air and we can say, and you just rip through a bunch of listless seasons, so you're not making that up. You're not pulling that up out of thin air. Padres have been dormant, irrelevant. They've been terrible.
Yep.
So. Yes, in at least on the surface, you know, and not boring people with the minor league aspect. I don't want to waste time on that.
Yep.
Trust me, take my word for it. It's among the best in baseball. They've got a few players coming up who are ready, and I do think the timing is actually pretty good for Machado to be in the middle eventually of a San Diego baseball renaissance. But I don't know if Manny Machado is motivated to win a championship. I don't know. I mean, just because you're good enough to make it. Now, I'm not going to say that he's not.
But don't you think the Padres are? I mean, what would be the Padres got to want?
What's their motivation?
Yeah.
Well, here's why I think it's a great move. And I'm not just saying this this is not a hyperbolic statement. I think this is a great day for baseball. Not good. I think this is great.
Because of all the negativity that had been hanging around and the fact baseball broken and all those other things that we been talking about.
The economic system's not broken.
Yeah.
It's paramount that we get that, because we've been here for 2 months saying, you know, it's basically become a punchline throwaway as we transition to Antonio Brown or Beckham or the All-Star game or whatever other topic we hit on this show. Baseball's not broken. All right, the best or second best free agent, and by the way, statistically, Machado's actually better than Harper.
Mm-hmm.
What I would contend and still will submit, I believe, and I've said this all year, I think that Harper's more of an attraction at the box office. So in terms of turning that investment and monetizing it a little bit quicker, I think people might be more compelled to pay money to watch Harper than Machado. But whatever.
Yeah.
One of the top two free agent available players just got $300 million. It's not broken, number one. And number two,
they have money to spend.
Yes.
That's the point to that statement.
Yes, but it's not like it's the Dodgers, forget about, they had them. It's not the Yankees or the Red Sox or one of these teams with exorbitant deep pockets and seemingly limitless budgets that are coming up and saving baseball. It's the Padres.
Yeah.
So I think that this really sheds a light on the health of the sport. I think the sport is incredibly healthy. And the other thing, listen, this applies to every sport, but we've seen it more so in baseball. All right. The two things that you never want to do, contractually speaking, is pay somebody exorbitant money when they're not ready.
Yep.
Okay, before they're due.
Yep.
Although with arbitration, it's easy to avoid that.
That's hard to happen.
Happens more in the NBA, et cetera. No doubt about that. Baseball's kind of got some safeguards to prevent that, which is actually good for the economic model. But secondarily here, you just don't want to pay for percentages of past accomplishments with other teams, okay? You don't want to have this albatross of a contract that weighs you down like A-Rod. His second, even though he won the championship and was right in the middle of that, A-Rod was 32 years of age, but he signed for 10 years with the Yankees in 2008. That's dangerous territory, especially for a guy that took juice.
That part of the equation for Major League Baseball, I believe, is gone. That's not happening.
But that's what I'm saying. I agree. This is the complete antithesis.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just staying a tangent. That's not happening anymore.
No, those days are over.
They're done.
Those days are over. Albert Pujols was 32 years of age when he got $240 million back in 2012. You know, a slow-footed, flat-footed, thick-legged middle infielder. You just knew that wasn't going to translate. And listen, Pujols still pops 20-something home runs, but they're wasting money. Cano, when he signed a couple of years ago, when Jay-Z got him that, and Rock Nation, 31 years of age back in 2014. Even David Price a couple of years back had just turned 30 when he signed that big contract with the Red Sox. And David Price pitched 3 years at Vanderbilt, so it's not like he came from high school, so he's got a lot of innings and a lot of miles.
Yeah.
And even
David Price paid off. I mean, for the Boston Red Sox, he paid off.
I guess. I don't know how happy he is there. I guess.
He's not, but he picked up his option, so, I mean, he stayed.
He picked up his option because he just read the room and he saw nobody else is getting anything. He better keep every penny he's got.
Wasn't he the MVP? Was he the MVP of the World Series? I can't remember now.
No, I don't think he was the MVP. Wasn't it? It's funny. I don't even pay attention to that stuff like I used to.
I don't remember.
The MVP, whatever. Who cares? The Red Sox won.
I know that he had a great World Series, and so it paid off for the Red Sox to spend the money on a David Price, even though it was with fits and starts and frustrations. And
he had to reverse that narrative. The Yankees owned him, and his postseason legend was horrific.
He was fighting with the broadcasters.
The broadcasters. He had Fortnite.
Exactly.
Carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Fortnite. Listen, I really do like this, okay? And the other thing you have to look at is with the Chargers now gone, You've got to factor this into the financial mindset / template, which is a new template for the Padres here. They are now the only show in town.
Yes.
Act like it.
Yeah, you're right.
I like it.